Shalom, shalom. This is Brother Kasha Kwala coming back at you with another lesson, giving all glory, honor, and praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rachakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule and teach well. Peace, love, salutation to the elect 144 first fruit. All right. And I'm going to come to you with a quick lesson pertaining around forgiving a brother. Okay. So without further ado, I'm going to start in Ephesians 4 and 31. It says, let all bitterness and wrath and anger and clamor and evil speaking be put away from you with all malice. All right. Let's get into these words. So the word bitterness is a pikria in the Greek, which means bitter gall, extreme wickedness. All right. So let that wickedness, abhor the wickedness, or detox the wickedness out of you. Okay. It says wrath, thymos or thumos, which means passion. All right. Passion means pain. Okay. Angry, heat, anger for with boiling up and soon subsiding again. If anger's boiling up, you're holding grudges. Okay. So a wrath is you holding a grudge. It says glow. Let's see. Fierceness, indignation. Okay. These things you shouldn't have towards brother. So it says the bitterness. All right. The bitterness, which is the wickedness. It says the wrath, which is pretty much holding a grudge. Okay. It says anger, which is orga, which means the natural disposition, a temper, meaning a character. So you got to check your character and your temperament. All right. Movement or agitation of the soul or spirit, impulse, and what? We don't move off impulse, man. What we feel inside, what we think is right. No, we move off whatever the spirit deems as a fact. That's me personally. I don't deal with opinions and feelings. I deal with what's the facts. Okay. It says any violent emotion. Okay. Any violent emotion, anger, wrath, indignation, anger exhibited in punishment, hence used for punishment itself, punishments inflicted by magistrates. It says violent passion, or again, passion means pain, violent pain. Ooh-wee. It says indignations or vengeance. As we know in the book of Romans, the scriptures say vengeance is of the Lord. It's for the Lord. So chill your ass out. Okay? So it says let all bitterness, which is what? Wickedness, wrath, which is what? Pretty much holding a grudge. All right? Anger, which is it said a violent passion, which means a violent pain. All right, let's get the word clamor. All right, and the word there is kruga. Let's see.
Strong's G 2906.
Krage, which means a crying or outcry. All right, outcry, clamor. So being a little, I'm gonna say it, a little pussy bitch, being a little baby. Okay. Evil speaking, that's self-explanatory, which is that murmuring. All right, be put away from you. So abhor wickedness, grudging, violent passion or violent pain, and being a crybaby and murmuring. Put all that away. All right, be put away from you with all malice. So coming to the point, it says verse 32, and ye be kind to one another. Now he's speaking about the opposite of verse 31. He's telling you what not to be and then what to be. Be kind one to another, tender-hearted, forgiving one another. That's the point that we're focusing on right there. Even as Yahweh, for Yahweh Shai Mashiach's sake, have forgiven you. Okay? So with that being said, let's get some precepts to add to this. All right, let's go to Matthew chapter 5 We'll get 44. Yeah, Matthew 5:44. But I say unto you, love your enemies, bless them that curse you, do good to them that hate you, and pray for them that which despitefully use you and persecute you. Okay, you see that? That's speaking about the ones who are around you, your fellow Akim. Who else you gonna have around you? Me personally, I ain't gonna have shit else around around me. I don't want anybody else in this world around me, unless you my rib or something. All right. To be honest, I want to be around godly men, and sometimes us godly men have disagreements. Sometimes we mess up and offend one another, but we make amends, we reconcile. Okay, we come back together like Yahushua was speaking about. I think in the same chapter. Okay, so it says, "But I say unto you, love your enemies. Love your enemies is your brother." Okay. If you love your enemy after he cursed you or sinned against you, that means you're forgiving him. Okay? So let's stay in the book of Matthew real quick. And go to Matthew 18:21. It says, Then came Peter to him and said, Lord, how oft shall my brother sin against me and I forgive him? Till 7 times? Let's get that word oft real quick. How oft? All right. Posikes. Posikes. Yeah. It says how often. All right. How many times is what Peter is asking the Lord. Because you got to think about it. When a brother always doing some stupid crap or offending you all the time, the shit gets annoying. Or you can see a demeanor about him that is annoying the entire camp. And you admonished him and reproved him and rebuked him about it. And it just keeps happening. It gets annoying as hell. I see where Peter's coming from. We all do. So how many times, after all these times this dude just done went by the wayside against me, how many times do I gotta forgive this dude? Okay? So again, Matthew 8:21. Then came Peter to him and said, Lord, how oft shall my brother sin against me and I forgive him? Till 7 times? Listen what Yahushua said. Yahushua said unto him, I say not unto thee until 7 times, but until 70 times 7. All right? So, infinite amount of times. The Lord is showing us mercy, okay, as we read right here. It says, even as the Most High for Yahushua's sake have forgiven you. And how many times do you think the Lord, the omnipotent power Yahweh through Yahushua, has forgiven us on our day-to-day walk? Every day we deserve death, man, because we consistently go off. How many times has he forgave us? The Lord forgives us every day. And how can you gauge on how he forgives you every day? Because you wake up. You wake up in the morning. That's forgiveness. That's mercy, and that's long suffering. Suffering. Okay, that's the Lord being tender-hearted and kind to you and forgiving. All right. So when Yahushua is saying this 70 times 7, that's him showing these attributes right here and him abhorring these attributes up here in Ephesians 4:31. So you should be following in the same suit. Yes, I know, some brothers are rough around the edges and their tender-heartedness and forgiving one another and they're kind to one another comes a different way. It comes off a different way. And then you got some brothers who actually emulate that and their demeanor is more so of a gentle manner. You know, I know a few brothers, and yeah, I'm gonna say it even myself. If I see something, I'm gonna point it out, straight up. Like I'm gonna be real blunt with it too, and it may come off as me being an asshole, but that's me trying to bump you in the right direction, and I'm not trying to justify it, but technically that's me being tenderhearted. Cause if I wasn't, tender heart that I could just watch you be going down a path that you shouldn't be going down and not say a damn thing. Now I'm practicing what it says in Ephesians 4:31. Being bitter, meaning being wicked. It's a wicked thing to watch your brother go down a path that he shouldn't be going down. And you know what path he should be going down because you have experienced the path that he's going. And you have to tell him, hey, you shouldn't go down that route. I've been there. The Lord have mercy on me to get my shit straight, but I don't want to see you go down the same path. You see what I'm saying? But you might have to tell him in a manner that comes off asshole-ish or whatever. But that's being very tenderhearted and kind towards that brother because you don't want to see him fall for the same mistakes. Okay? Now, on this sense, if a brother comes and you give him advice or whatnot, and he doesn't want to take heed to it, well, guess what? This is when this comes in. Until 77 times. 70 times 7. That's how many times you keep forgiving him and keep admonishing him and keep reproving him until he gets it in order. This is a constant cycle of forgiveness because we get a constant cycle of forgiveness from Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai. So we are supposed to practice and show and emulate the same things towards one another. Simple as that, man. All right, I don't want this lesson to be too long, but forgive your brother. Be tenderhearted. Be kind. Be gentle with one another. All right? And the ones who are on the other end, taking the correction, take it in. Take it in and have open arms about it. Don't butt your head or kick against the pricks against that brother just because he's coming off a certain way, but he's trying to save your life. Okay? It ain't about the feelings. It's about the facts. It's about what's right. It ain't about how you feel. Okay? So with that, I want to give all glory, honor, and praises to Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai B'Shem Chakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of the great millstone who rule and teach well. Peace, love, salutation to the elect 144 first fruit. Again, Brother Kasha Kwala from the GMS and Letter Church. Until next time, I want to say shalom.